Hey Killer Bees, it's Paula B from PaulaBFitness.com, where we transform your life right in your living room, one workout at a time. You guys, today is going to be super transformational. I've got a midlife metabolism booster for us that includes both cardio and strength work, and a long conversation about what your metabolism is, why it might need boosting, the best way to boost it, and what we can do at, can I just say, our age to make the most of our workouts. You guys, this is not a seated workout, but I am going to be using a chair for part of it. You're also going to want a pair of dumbbells. Set your own challenge. Whatever weight feels good to you today is exactly what you should be using. And when you're ready, my friends, I'm totally ready. Let's go. All right, you guys, go ahead and scoot the chair and the dumbbells all the way out of the way. We're gonna get started with a little bit of cardio. Now, here's the dealio today. I've got my handy dandy gym boss here set for really long, generous intervals, and that's truly just so I don't have to count. Please move at a nice moderate pace. We're not going too fast today, and I'm gonna tell you why, but we're gonna get started with some arm circles with high knees. So nice and gentle, moving those arms and shoulders, oh my goodness, all the way through their full range of motion. This is a warm-up. We are not trying to go crazy fast. We're just getting our shoulders and arms warmed up. We're getting our abs warmed up. We're getting our ankles warmed up. I can feel them pipping and popping in there. Getting our hips, our knees, every joint in your body basically is warming up right now. Now, Winnabeeps, and we've got lots of time for that, but Winnabeeps, we're gonna go into arm crossers with booty kickers. We're taking every single exercise today at whatever pace works for you. And I really, really can't stress that enough. Here's the thing. I have in the past done what I have called metabolism boosting workouts, and I've done a little bit of research on YouTube here specifically about metabolism boosting and workouts to boost your metabolism, and even midlife metabolism boosting workouts. And I will tell you that some of the information is quite frankly confusing. That it seems to be that the faster you move, the more cardio you do, the higher your metabolism will go. Have you ever asked yourself though, let's do some arm crossers with booty kickers. If I do cardio, and I've been doing cardio for a while, like I imagine you have, and here we are at this age, having been doing, aerobics, jazzercise, and cardio for probably most of our lives. What now? Do I really have to do more to boost my metabolism? And how high can my metabolism actually go? Well, my friends, here's the thing. Your metabolism, and I'm going to tell you right now, we've still got plenty of time, but I'm going to tell you because I'm thinking about it. We're going to do windmill curtsies next, which means we're going to have our hands and feet nice and wide, hands nice and high. Going to reach across your body while we're doing a little bit of a curtsy. It's really just tapping your toe back behind you, reaching your opposite hand down towards your opposite toe. The thing about your metabolism is it's a really catch-all phrase. Your metabolism does a lot more than help you lose weight or make you gain weight. Your metabolism is basically every single process that keeps you alive. And I think a lot of us in this day and age, we hear that word and we're like, well, if I've gained weight or I can't seem to lose weight anymore, I'm sure my metabolism has slowed down. Yes, it does, rather naturally as we get older. So here we go with a windmill, a little bit of a curtsy. So just tapping that foot behind you, reaching across your body. Heart rate is already up. We don't have to get it much higher. Here's the thing, your body is a miracle. I mean, just a straight up, flat up miracle. If you ever stop and think about how many processes your body does every single day, all the new cells, all the muscle building, all of the digestion, the breathing, the heart rate, everything, it's a flat out miracle. It is also a really well-oiled machine. Your body knows what to do. If you have been diagnosed with slow metabolism, if you have been diagnosed with some kind of actual medical condition, and I'm going to tell you that next up, we're going to keep our hands up overhead while doing front kicks. These are just crane kicks. They're not like, trying to hurt somebody kicks. We're just going to wake up our abs. So your metabolism is already working. Your metabolism is already doing its job. It's keeping you alive, frankly. If you are having some trouble losing weight, it's probably not necessarily your metabolism that's the problem. It could be what you're eating. So keep your hands up high. We're just going to bring up one knee and kick and put it back down. Bring up the other knee and kick and put it back down. Yes, your hands are up the entire time. I'm not trying to kick fast, because simply having your hands up over your head keeps your heart rate high. And do you notice how much you have to work your abs to keep your hands up and bring your knee up at the same time? Isn't that crazy? I know. I made this exercise. So my friends, the thing about your metabolism is that it probably doesn't need to be boosted. But here's something that's super, super, super important for us as we get older, as we have reached this age. I found out something rather shocking that I already knew, but I just read it again somewhat recently. Your body and mine was at its peak condition a few years ago. You had all the bone density you were ever going to have before you were 30. You had about, with some exceptions of course, all the muscle density that you were going to have before you were 30. For me, my friends, that was many moons ago. That was before I had my last child. You can't stop. We're going to do a side bend, side step. So we're stepping from side to side. Sorry, I got distracted on that one. I was thinking about all those bones I'm never going to build anymore. I was thinking about all those muscles that are not atrophying. That's not the word. Your muscles can still get bigger. It is more difficult for them to get bigger because of your metabolism, the processes that keep us alive. As we get older, our hormones change. Surely you've noticed that by now. Our bodies change. Our ability to process anything, I mean both mentally and physically, has changed. Now, when it beeps here this next time, I'm actually going to take a little bit of a break, and I'm going to move my chair and get situated, get the dumbbells. It's a little bit of I'm going to keep the timer moving, but I'm going to take that full interval to get set up for our strength session here, because strength is what's coming next. This has been lots of cardio. My heart rate is up. My sweat rate is up. So as we have gotten older, our ability to create muscle diminishes. Muscle tone is kind of, take a minute, catch your breath, get a sip of water, get your chair situated in a place where you can see the screen. I'm going to have my dumbbells just next to me. We are using dumbbells for the entire, well, not the entire rest of the workout, but this next section of the workout. So you want them nice and handy. If you want to have a couple of different dumbbells, that might be nice. It really depends on you and what kind of a challenge you have set for yourself. I know sometimes I get in the middle of these workouts and I'm like, man, I wish I would have chosen something lighter. We're going to start from a seated position doing alternating press-ups, which is exactly what it sounds like. You're going to have one dumbbell in each hand sitting at your shoulders. We're just going to press up one and bring it back down and then press up the other. So I'm going to go ahead and have my dumbbells in my hand, and it's going to beep here. We've still got about 30 more seconds. So help yourself to, again, getting situated. There's a couple of exercises that I'm actually going to be kind of maneuvering around too. So we're not going to worry about trying to do the entire interval of any of them. But let's think about doing really, really good form. I've chosen a weight today that's challenging for me. It used to be a moderate weight, and now it's kind of a heavy weight for me. And this is what I'm going to tell you about doing strength training. Our ability to put on a lot of muscle, so here we go with the weights right at your shoulders, alternating press-ups. Our ability to put on muscle has diminished. It just has. And I'm sorry, I hate that word. Diminished just sounds sad. But it's a fact. It's a biological fact that it is harder to put on muscle. That doesn't mean it's impossible. It means that we have to really work at it in a way that we didn't used to have to. And it means that we really have to think about good form, picking up heavy things, making time for strength training, maybe more than once in a while, like we used to. The thing about strength training, it is associated with your metabolism because muscle fiber, muscle tissue, is more metabolically active than fat or organs or water or anything else you've got going on in your body. And what that means is, first of all, I'm going to tell you that our next exercise is the letter X. We're going to go high and we're going to go low. So we're going to open up our arms really wide up and really wide down. And they're going to meet in the middle for as long as you need to, because these dumbbells got real heavy and I'm kind of wishing I had lighter ones next to me. You know what? I knew that was going to happen too. Anyways, it's meant to be a challenge today. We're meant to pick up heavy things and put them back down again. But here's the thing about trying to at least maintain, if not actually build muscle. So here we go. Meet in the middle, open up wide at the top, meet in the middle, palms out, open up wide at the bottom. Really thinking about using those big muscles in your back. Open up wide at the top. That one's really hard. I know. Take your time. Think about good form. As we maintain or possibly build muscle, we boost our metabolism, because every pound of muscle that you have in your body burns more calories than every pound of fat or tissue or organs or water or whatever else you've got going on in there, bones. I had to think about that for a minute. What else is in your body? So by building muscle, we're burning more calories every minute of every day. And that's really nice news, right? Here's the thing. What does it take to build muscle? Now, I know that you feel like every time we pick up these heavy things and put them back down again, that you are building muscle. And it's true, we are. But it's tiny, it's incremental. This is a slow process, and it's difficult to do something like this every single day. Here we go with an alternating single leg stand up. I'm going to start with my left leg, which is not nearly as strong. Oh, and we're up. And then we stand on both feet and we sit back down. Okay. So take your time. Stand up. Oh my gosh, it was so much easier. My dominant leg is truly dominant. And then sit back down. Your weights are just here at your shoulders, wherever feels comfortable. If this is too difficult to do with weights in your hands, put them down. I mean, your body weight is plenty. My goodness. Whew, this got hard. It was supposed to. And that's what I'm telling you. This kind of effort. We're not moving fast, but my heart is pounding. We're not picking up 1 billion pounds. But it kind of feels like it. This kind of effort, regularly done. And by regularly, I mean 2 times a week, 3 times a week. It's more than I pick up weights right now. And I do this for a living. It's important to make this a part of your regular routine. I know that you like working out. I mean, we do. That's what we do. We're active. I mean, whether you mean to be or not, I know you're active. But being intentional about your activity. Here we go. Staying seated. Hands at your shoulders. Weights are just resting kind of at your shoulders. You're going to bring your opposite elbow towards your opposite knee and back down. Opposite elbow to opposite knee. It's almost like a peekaboo, except I really am resting my weights. Just having your hands in this position is working your shoulders. I know you can feel that. And then reaching across your body to get your elbow to your knee and your knee up to your elbow. Plenty of crunching. Oh, plenty of work for your abs. Now, this next exercise, I'm going to tell you about this right now. It's deadlifts. And we're going to stand up for that because, I mean, you have to. It's deadlifts. But what I want you to do is actually turn the chair so that its back is to you. And I'm going to explain why in just a second. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and tell you now because this might take a minute. So what I want you to do when you're doing the deadlifts is really think about keeping your back super, super straight, really good form, and pushing your butt back so far behind you that you're actually tipping the chair forward a little bit. So you're going to have the back of the chair facing the back of your booty. And we're going to try and tip that chair. Not tip it over. I don't want you to knock it over. But I do want you to think about pushing your butt back so far that that's what it does to the chair. So I'm just going to scoot it around just like that. You're going to stand, I don't know, about 6 inches to a foot. Palms are facing your body. Push those hips back, back, back. Look at that chair tipping over, and then stand it back up. Thinking about your glutes. Your glutes are driving this train, my friend. Your glutes are the biggest muscle in your entire body. The more we work them, the more we burn calories every single minute, every single day. When you boost your butt, you boost your metabolism, my friend. Now here's the dealio. I've got one more little section of cardio. It's kind of like a cool down cardio, which sounds like an oxymoron, but it's not. We're gonna do some stretching cardio after this. If you'd like to treat this workout as a circuit, go ahead and scrub back and do this strength part again. Later in the workout though, if you decide not to, if you just want to follow all the way through, I'm gonna have another strength training video suggestion for you. It's a good idea. It's more than just a suggestion. It's something that I would really like you to think about having in your back pocket. Doing strength work regularly at our age. It's important for you. It's important for me. It's important for you, for your bones, for your muscles, for your weight loss, for all of your goals. Let's go ahead and scoot that chair and those dumbbells all the way out of the way. We're going to do forward hinge arm flappers. Almost that exact same motion. This is a deadlift motion. Hands up over your head. Whoo, swoop it down and swoop it back up. Pushing those hips back behind you while your hands are swooping around. Kind of like jumping jacks. Doesn't that feel like a nice stretch though at this point? Oh my gosh. You know, this is actually what I love about strength workouts is when we do cardio afterwards and your body feels very noodly, very shaky, but also like my hands feel so light without the dumbbells in it. Isn't that nice? When it beeps again, we're going to go into big arm side shuffles, getting a little bit of side to side motion there to kind of shake out your inner and outer thighs. I do really enjoy doing cardio after strength. I have to tell you, as a runner, I love to do like a tough strength session and then the next day, not the same day. I don't, generally speaking, do both in the same day. Sometimes, not always, depends. But I love to go for a run when my butt is really, really sore or my shoulders are really, really sore from my strength workout the day before. So here we go with some big arm side shuffles. Whee! Shuffling from side to side. Moderate pace. This is cool down, but it's also cardio. So trust me, my heart rate is still plenty high. I got nice and sweaty during our strength and our other cardio. So it's not like I'm gonna bring my heart rate plummeting down doing big arm side shuffles like this. Ah, good job. But I love to do cardio after strength because it feels so nice to move your body through all of its planes of motion. And to get your heart rate up, it kind of flushes out some of that sore feeling. You're doing such a great job. When it beeps again, and it will, I know these have been really long intervals today, but when it beeps again, we're going to do starburst. That's another single leg exercise. I really like to do single leg exercises, partly because they're super hard, partly because they're very good for you. One of the reasons we build muscle as we get older, want to build muscle as we get older, is to really help our balance, help our bone strength, help our muscle strength, help us stay on our feet for as long as we can. Practicing being on one foot at a time, practicing on improving your balance. It can help you keep your balance. So one foot down and then out to the side. Both feet down and then out to the side. So getting little and getting big. This should actually feel like a really nice stretch on your inner and outer thighs. They're all up in your business as we come up and out. And a really nice stretch in your chest. Let those hands fall wide open, up high, wide open. Awesome job. Working on that balance, a little bit at a time, keeping our balance, staying on our feet for as long as possible, many, many, many years. You know, that whole everything was better in your body before you turned 30 factoid there. It's a little bit shocking to think about how much life you have after that. When it beeps again, we're going to plant our feet and we're going to do some trunk twists. And I always have to think about that one. It's a little bit of coordination for me. We're going to twist our trunk, just like it said. So swinging one hand out to the side as we're bringing our opposite foot kind of tapping behind us, almost like a curtsy, but not quite like a curtsy. I know, these got tough. This was a little bit more booty work, wasn't it? So as you're twisting, bringing your opposite foot behind you like a curtsy. So you're opening your hand to your opposite foot, and then opening your other hand towards the other foot. So twisting, hands are just about shoulder height, meeting in front of you, like you're giving yourself a round of applause. In front of you, hands meet, and then one of them opens out to the side, twisting that trunk. Really feeling this work. It should be both a stretch and work in your abs and obliques. Making sure that core is always pulled in, always working for you. You guys, our next exercise is our last exercise for this workout. As mentioned, if you want to go back and do like that strength portion and possibly even this cool down cardio, again, help yourself to that. It's a good idea to do circuits like that. Get a nice full body workout. If you'd like to do a different video, like I said, I am going to have a suggestion for you here on screen so that you can do a little bit different strength work. On the other side of the screen though, if you are done after this video, my friend, you are not quite finished. I've got a seated finisher for you today. When it beeps again, we're going to do just side tappers with a little bit of an arm swing. Swinging those arms from side to side. Doesn't it feel nice? My hands are so light, so breezy. So I'm pointing on one side to one of the suggestions and on the other side to the other suggestion. Down low though, there's a couple of other buttons for you to click. One of them says the letter P. That's to take you over to Patreon. You guys, Patreon is a third-party website where my friends Sarah and Tracy made really generous monthly pledges that helps me make free workouts for all of us. And that kind of support goes such a long way and is so, so greatly appreciated. On the other side of the screen, there's just a picture of my face. That's a subscribe button to make sure that if you haven't already subscribed to me here on YouTube, go ahead and click that so that we can work out together again every week. I have new videos every single week. They're not all geared for women our age. But they really kind of are in some ways too, frankly, because you know what? I'm not 30 anymore. I'm just not. It was a long time ago. These are my workouts now. And I have a really, really good time sharing them with you. I hope you've had a good time too. When it beeps, it's the last time it's going to in this video. Awesome, awesome job. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for working out with me today. Make sure you click that subscribe button before you go. I'll see you in the next video.